Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Oghupower. I'm Oghu and this is Warhammer 40.000 Inquisitor Martyr, a new Let's Play series I'm starting. This one is set in the 40.000 universe, which I'm quite a fan of, especially its lore. I also tried the tabletop game a few times, but never really got into it. I don't know what it is. Interestingly enough, I'm not a big painter and everything along those lines. Still, I enjoyed that part, but the playing, well...
For 10,000 years, the Emperor's Inquisition have fought a secret war to defend humanity. We keep vigil in the darkness. We hunt among the shadows. We pass judgment upon the mutant, the traitor, and the heretic. We purge the world of the taint lurking among the stars. We are Inquisitors. We shall fear nothing. For we are what you fear.
That's quite accurate, to be honest. Yeah, we are in the season of the Warp Surge. It's for a few days now on the PlayStation. I will play in quality mode since I'm playing it on PS5. I will set maybe the master volume down to 82. But now this should be fine. I will talk about 40.000 lore and stuff while playing. So now, only to be safe, did save it. Okay, then, first and foremost, what kind of character do we want to play? And also, this is not going to be 100% run. It might turn into one sometime, but not at the start. So, oh, create a character. Now, there are 3 different kinds of characters in the base game: the Psyker, the Crusader, and the Assassin. The Tech Adept is one you can get via DLC. I have that one. And after thinking about it, I think I will go for a Crusader. You could say the Crusader is like a more tanky character. You can play him in close combat style. You can do... you know what? Let's just show you. So this is the Assault Crusader, the Melee Crusader, which I think I will play as. The Heavy Gunner is more like a far combat, ranged combat, far combat type of guy. I don't really know, to be honest. Maybe a mix of the two, maybe a mid-ranged one. I only dabbled with the classes a bit. The Assassin is more of like a damage dealer. So she doesn't take too much hit, but she can pull a lot out. So you have the Sniper, long range, Infiltrator, which is a close combat option, and also one I was interested in playing, but I don't know. I just feel more like Oghu is more like Assault one. And the Eradicator, which is like a mid-range one who's focusing on shotguns. The Psyker is like the mage class. I have to say I really don't know what these 3 archetypes are. I did read a bit about them, but I could make heads or tails of it. And then there's the Tech Adept, who is more like I have a lot of guys behind me. Yeah, sounds interesting too. But when I think about Oghu, I was like, okay, he's either a heavy gunner or an assault guy. And I did dabble into the game, as I already said. I did not really like the way the gunplay feels, so I was like, okay, let's go for him. I do want to make a seasonal character since the season just started. We cannot play or interact with regular characters. Okay, they do have access to seasonal objectives in order to earn seasonal rewards. They become regular characters when the season ends. So you don't lose anything, you just can't interact with other characters and stuff. And since I don't have any other characters, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, story mode? We're newcomers to the... Well, I'm not a newcomer, I'd say. Okay. Okay. Yeah, in the 31st millennium, no, I think by now it's the 32nd millennium. There's only war. I think I will go for normal. You know me. I like playing on normal. And of course, this is Inquisitor Oghu. Oghu. So, yeah, a season of the warp search. There are warp searches in the game that affect the battlefield. And I was like, well, if I have the option, why not? So, yeah, there were some sound issues, which is the reason why I'm starting it now. They are hopefully gone. But since there was sound in the... It is the 31st millennium and there is no peace amongst the stars. Oh yeah, there's a lot of war in this game, in the lore. The Imperial Millennium is besieged from all sides by Xeno races, and is slowly rotting away from the inside, tainted by chaos. Inquisitors are autonomous, powerful agents who wage a great and secret war for mankind. They fight in the shadows and nothing's beyond their authority. Yes, that's true. They are the judges and the executioners. They are like judges and Judge Dredd, you could say.
Inquisitor's log. Classified report. Scheduled for later transmission. I am closing on the source of the inquisitorial distress signal I was assigned to investigate. The coordinates I received from the Caligari Conclave led me to a desolate system. There were many delays during the journey. The intensity of the Caligari warp surges is beyond anything I've experienced. These anomalies are spreading through the subsector like a tidal wave. The distress signal has an ancient encryption used by the Holy Orders. It is authentic, but extremely old. The signal is coming from a battered fortress monastery that was likely spat from the warp when the tide of the surges swept through the sector. There is no response to our hailing signals.
What to talk.
Inquisitor, this is your captain speaking.
Too much
I'm
in the
still trying to hail the monastery,
sequences.
but I get no response.
The hull looks intact, though. I think it was simply abandoned a very long time ago.
Then what do you expect to find over there?
Something that once belonged to the Inquisition. And lots of empty holes.
Sounds exciting. I've instructed your pilots to land on the hangar deck.
Stand by and wait for my signal.
In the future there is only war. Mankind is the largest race among the stars.
Inquisitor, the automatic defense system has been activated.
By
The
far.
turrets are attacking you. Do you...
But there are a lot of other races, and also demons, attacking them. 40k has quite an interesting lore, I have to say. Remember the Survivor. I remember the deafening roar of the turrets. My Imperial carrier was trailing a blaze of fire and smoke as it smashed into the hangar deck. I heard the screech of treading metal, but the vast emptiness.
Captain, do you copy? Captain Van Winter, can you hear me? Strange. Vox communication is jammed and I can't use my teleporter device. Something must be disturbing my signal. I will record everything in my audio log, in case I don't return.
So,
Inquisitorial log, new entry. While attempting to dock in the hangar of an unknown fortress monastery, my transport took heavy fire. I suspect that the automatic weapon systems were activated, but I don't yet know why. The transport has been destroyed, along with my equipment.
I guess I should be like here.
My pilot is dead. I will pray for him later.
Can I... Ah! That was the wrong one. Again, I'm sorry, guys. This is new to me, so I'm really sorry. So, okay. Yeah, I think this is better. God. Okay. So that you guys can also see what about my health bar and stuff. A tutorial, okay. Chest, those chests and other elements that can do this. Okay. Oh, okay. But I can't here. Ah, I can zoom in and out. Yeah, the 40k lore is quite an interesting lore. There's the so-called God Emperor of Mankind, which is more or less like a god, with powers beyond anyone's imagine.
Interesting. Mindless servitors were created for menial tasks, but having a flesh drone just for operating the door seems excessive. Open the door!
Yeah, technology is a blend at times between a blend of human and technology. The reason for that being that artificial AI is forbidden in the Empire of Man. Not everywhere, but in the Empire of Man at least. Yeah. So they are like, well, there are some parts of the brain of a human inside of some of this, and yes, those were once human.
An ancient cogitator. Let's see if the tech prayers still hold. It might have information about this place.
Yeah, initiating the psalm. No, I have to think the other way around. I'm sorry.
Just as I suspected. It's a pile of rust. At least I found some interesting diagnostics. I should check all the cogitators on the ship for other details.
The technicians are like singing
New
to...
log entry. I have found some human remains. The time of death seems recent. I don't like the look of the marks on the bodies. Something killed them with mindless brutality.
I'm just wondering, there is like a... I like the flashlight, to be honest. Gives it an eerie feeling. But we will see. Maybe I will take it, maybe not.
Oh, yes. The perfect weapon to deliver the Emperor's justice.
So... It is like a shield. Ah. Okay. Skip line. Oh. Single line.
Creature of chaos.
Yeah.
Can you
chaos.
withstand my faith?
You might have heard about the about warp and stuff.
Ancient Imperial ship infested by chaos. So be it. Let's cleanse the taint then.
Yeah, inside the warp is chaos. The chaos is made up of 4 gods. I think it's, yeah, it's 4. Okay, so let's see how this works. Oh, damn it, this looks like an
New
altar.
log entry. I have found a room tainted by the filth of chaos. There is also a tech priest maintenance shrine with a functioning cogitator. It could contain information on how I could turn off the Vox jammer.
Interesting. Do you see how there stands the R for like the right one? Oh, it does it, but it does it with the left one too.
I found new information. There is an emergency cogitator nearby where I could turn off the jamming signals. Open the door!
It is in the walls now. Everywhere. Taint. In the machines.
By the Emperor! What foul abomination is this? Talking servitor. It might be mind-locked, but this is still unusual. Well met, heretics. It is time for you to die.
Well, I would say I'm not so much of an cover guy. Still not sure if I prefer great sword or like sword and shield.
I found a wreck in the hangar. It is a vessel used by the Space Marines. What are they doing here?
Yeah, Space Marines are like warrior monks, but genetically engineered to be like 2 meters 50 tall or higher, with extra organs an ordinary human doesn't have, with hypno condition, so they are extremely loyal usually and very battle hardened.
Finally, that's the cogitator that will disable the jammer.
So yeah, they can annihilate a normal human in
I
like the
couldn't
blink
turn
of an
off
eye.
the teleportation jammer, but the Vox should be fine now. Captain Van Winter, can you hear me? It would have been quite convenient for you, I suppose. Your loyalty is quite admirable, Captain.
Okay, I have to change something in the options there. I think this came only out of my speaker and not in the game. And I'm sorry for that. Inquisitor Oghu. Yeah. Ah, Is this radio? And some of them will be played via that? No. Sorry for that, I didn't know that. So, inventory, character sheet. Have a look into the inventory. Oh, we didn't find anything. Passive skills, melee combat. Well, since we are a melee fighter, health. The old question. Let's go for just for some melee damage. And yeah, that I would say this is the first episode of this with Inquisitor Oghu. I think I will, since there are mission and they're named missions, I think I will just make this let's play 1 or 2, depending on it, of this mission per episode. Also, please tell me what you think of me being here for now. I think it's good to try it out. I'm sorry it took so long. But, well, it's something different, and I hope you like what you've seen. I hope to see you again in the next episode. If you're watching this on YouTube, if you're watching this on Twitch, please stay a bit longer. Bye-bye.